So I have just created a new Roblox account. It is around 6 in the morning. I've been up since 3 about. And the reason I created this new Roblox account is because I wanted to play Fabled Legacy. I wanted to do a video series on it. And nobody wanted to participate in this video series with me, so I'm going to post maybe a few minutes of footage, see how everything goes. Ooh, this is new. This is new. That's new. That's definitely new. Um, I'm gonna see how this goes, and I'm gonna see how it performs. It probably won't perform well for the first 10 or so videos, but hopefully it gains some traction, maybe like 10 or so views within the series. Gonna try to get as far as I can, and yep, that's really it. I think I'm gonna play Warrior just because I like playing Warrior in this game. I feel like it's a lot more fun with the spells. That does a lot of damage. I know this boss pattern. I know this first level's boss patterns pretty well. Is that 300 from each spell? That's 300 from each spell. What? You get drops from mini bosses? Okay, well that's very interesting. I like that. Now you get drops from mini bosses. That's very cool. I just got drops from a mini boss, which usually doesn't happen in these kinds of games. Like in Dungeon Quest or whatever the other one is. I think it's Elemental Dungeon, the other popular one. I need to keep using this dash spell because it's really useful. It's actually really cool they have that. Every 6 seconds. I think it's Elemental Dungeon maybe is what it's called. But it does not have a... I think it does have a dash spell actually. Like a dash ability that you can use. That's very useful. I missed that one guy. I'm still max health. I'm gonna cut to the boss now. What the hell? So we're still max HP. We're at the boss now. What is this? I've reached level 7. I have reached level 7. This is a very fun boss pattern, I feel like. At least I like it a lot. There he goes. I got a legendary on easy. I got Bone Reaver. Flame Spear. Okay. I have really good stuff now. I'm probably not going to upgrade anything, but hop into the next dungeon. So, the legendary weapon was guaranteed. It tells you in the tutorial to upgrade your legendary weapon, so I guess it wasn't random or anything. But, well, that does a lot of damage. I feel like it does. How much damage does that do? Does this one-shot? Yes, it does one-shot, but it's multi-tick. So I am one-shotting, I guess. I probably don't one-shot with the 35k. I probably don't one-shot with the double sword slam, but alright, he has a lot of health. I might do a Dungeon Quest series if this performs well, because I like Dungeon Quest. Dungeon Quest is fun. So let's... Hopefully this does do well, because I want to make a Dungeon Quest series, but... I'm actually having a lot of fun playing this right now. It's definitely changed since the last time I played it, and since the last time I've played the beginning of the game, but I'm definitely enjoying it. I just took my first point of damage during this boss. I missed a dodge, and... well, I missed a dodge. I keep pressing shift instead of control on accident. Let's see what I got. Royal Spear, that's Mage. Head Harvest is really nice. Who is Sir Pixel Pay? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. But another thing that I was surprised at, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. If I did, I will just cut it out of the video. But you move very fast in the overworld, the hub. Let me just check what level we get out of here at. Calamity's 15. And we need to get to level 15 to get. This is recording RM, and oh no, I have to update Dragon City. Pretty much. I'm not stupid, okay? I knew that it was level 20. I knew that it was. Oh my god, that is loud. I knew that it was level 20, I promise. I just, forgot, I guess. If I can get through all of this, I have something cool to show you as a bonus for staying in the video. Yeah, that's it. Elemental Raids, Infinite Tower Dungeons, 20. Okay, so I'm gonna get to level 20 in this video. Let's just see how this goes. So, I didn't realize that this was a harder difficulty. This boss is gonna take a while to chunk through this 75,000 health, but I just wanted to check in and say that I did not realize that this was a higher difficulty than the last dungeon until I started fighting enemies and realized that they had way more health than they did last time. So I've made it to the second boss without incident, and I did want to say that I am level around 100 on my main account, which is not very high. So after I get there, I'm probably not really going to know the best way to do things. But I am excited to get to that point too, because I don't have Head Harvest on. I just noticed that. I really like that dash. The dash spell. Whimsical, double Head Harvest. Bone plate. Some item description. Okay. Let's hop into the Calamity dungeon. It's going to be the last dungeon for this video. It's Calamity time, and I've decided I'm going to leave this whole dungeon in the video as the final dungeon, and I'm going to do that with all of the final dungeons of, like, when I get to the next dungeon. Like, when I get to the end of Sunken Fortress, or whatever the next one's called. That does a lot of damage. These guys have 20k? For some reason I thought that did 200k. That would be way too much. That's like the third dungeon, I think. I like that it's 3 ticks instead of 1 tick, but my favorite warrior spell in this game that I've seen so far is probably the grate, the sewer grate. I like how you can attack during the attack animation, like the Head Harvest animation. And it doesn't just lock you out of attacking, because some attacks in Dungeon Quest do that. I'm going to Pokemon Card Show this month, May 30th. So hopefully that will be a lot of fun. I'm planning to sell a bunch of cards there. Got a Whimsical. There is a very, very large amount of time available for this dungeon. I don't know why they give you so much time. It's way too easy. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Really, the only constraint is dying in hardcore. But in that little group of enemies over there, I should get to level 20, which means I will not have to do any more dungeons after this one. I'm not using the shift or the control ability as much as I probably should be. Like, I had a save device for Geometry Dash, so I could probably map that to something for this game, like control and shift. And then just have my up arrow key in the middle. And then just press them with my mouse hand. Because, like, shift you don't need to use, like, you're not going to be pressing shift in the middle of a dungeon, really. And control is, I mean, that's really for getting in between things, really, like getting fast trouble. I like the healing, the passive healing. That's going to be a big deal. Waiting for those enemies to group up so that I can do more damage to everyone instead of just the mages. And here's the final boss. 100,000 health on hardcore calamity mode. We're going to have no trouble defeating this boss. I would say to always keep your dash ready for things like that, where you get stuck. Oh, I'm dead. Not dead, but I'm taking damage. But yeah, you can definitely get stuck if you don't dodge the right way. Like that. You're gonna have the You're gonna have the dash, I mean. Like there. I barely got out of that in time, and there we go. Let's see what I got. I got bone plate warrior armor, so I have the full bone plate set. I got a second bone reaver that I'm not gonna use, and purple warrior armor. I'm just going to claim the daily reward here before I end off the video. Let's see what I got. I probably should join the group. Guardian helmet, staff. That's a crazy great sword. And axes. The great sword is looking better. But the axes have more upgrades. So I'm going to upgrade those ring rewards too. Copper warrior ring purple. Thank you, anyone who watched, for watching. I don't know where I'm going. Where's upgrade? Over here? Yes. Thank you, everyone who watched, for watching. I hope you have a great day, and that you enjoy the video. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.